5 a.m. in Dubai, 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 man. You know what time it is. Live, JBR, 5 a.m. Before the sun, we done prayed, meditated, we done ran KMs, miles already, about to hit the gym. But before we do that, after we run a couple miles and did our praise and worship and pushed our mind and balanced our accounts, I want to tell y'all about the F's. Now, some of y'all may have heard of family, top priority in this world, faith, most important priority to me, finances, because you need to have your money right. Your fun, you got to be enjoying your life, and your fitness, because you got to be healthy, right? Now, to them other F's, I'm going to add friends. How are my friends? How are my relationships with my friends and people that I chose to have in my life? And then 7th, my fight. Now, that 7th, that may not be for all of y'all. Some of y'all may have the first couple of F's, but that last F, that fight is not for all of y'all. And what fighting mean to me is, okay, as a descendant of the enslaved and American and indigenous Americans, fighting is what it is. If I lay down and accept the status quo and just how some cats take these jobs of being oppressors, like, you don't know this to them, but some cats like become cops to oppress other people. I mean, I'm talking about like black indigenous people, and like, yo, y'all not fighting, y'all going in, y'all not resisting change. You just taking a check, oppressing your own people, increasing disparities more than likely. So it's like, that's not fighter. These are not warriors. You can't be a boss, like Mem said, Platinum Artist Mem said, my big bro said, you ain't a boss if you got another nigga pulling the strings, right? I'm talking about fight. Are you a leader, right? And not 1 out of every 1,000 men is a fighter, is a leader. 1 out of every 1,000 is a fighter, is a leader. The rest, especially when you see black men in America, like how most guys get their money. Okay, they got coach, and a lot of the times it'd be a coach that don't look like him, so they train and being subservient. Whereas me, like as an entrepreneur and as a boss and as somebody that called my own shots and somebody that made myself a boss, it's a completely different equation, right? Because it's been fighting. I know what it's like to lead the most competitive people in the world, especially most competitive, intelligent, affluent black men in the world, right? And when you have that ego, lion herder mentality, when you get rid of your ego and you can herd lions, I don't herd cats, I can herd lions, I can herd generals on a field, right? And I'm standing in a rare air and with the likes of His Excellency, His Royal Highness, President Putin, President Xi. I'm standing in the likes of them in terms of just commanding, and I ain't saying that I'm near them in terms of like influence and wealth. I don't got the material wealth trappings and material arms, but I got the streets, I got the culture, and the way that very few human beings do. And I'm just getting started, right? And we just beginning to multiply our influence and touch our influence and respect to them, because in many ways they icons, right? They icons and they paradigms and vanguards. But differently, what I'll say is being a leader, right? And having that F, people don't talk about that other F, that fight, that are you transforming society? If you die when you see the Most High, when you see God, when you see Allah, right? Did you transform? Did you do kingdom will? Did you just go along to get along? Oh, I just want to make my money. I'll block these niggas up, took this little job doing this. Like, oh, I had to get paid, so I had to do this, I had to do that. Nah, fuck that, dog. Are you a visionary? Are you an icon? Are you transforming humanity? Are you transforming the landscape of the culture? That's what Big Prezi is. That's what President Quadrillions is about. We transform the world. If it's all over, when I see the Most High, standing ovation. And that's my metric, standing ovation in the kingdom. When I transition out of this body, standing ovation. Are you going to be allowed in? You're going to be accepted in? You're going to be testifying? You're going to be crying? You're going to get turned around? Or it's a party? Soon as I close my eyes in his light, boom, cue that Jeezy standing ovation. Standing ovation. Standing ovation. Probably be president, greatest of all time. We the greatest of all time. Legendary. Transformation. #1 in the world. I want to shout out E.T. because E.T. like you got me on this 3 a.m. nigga video. E.T. and Goggins, man, y'all got me on this, man, and I felt like in many ways I'm the streets E.T. and I'm the E.T. but he's talking about he only had sex with one woman. I'm like, nah, I respect all that. Like I ain't that. Like I'm the E.T. that I got at least one baby mama. You know what I mean? Like yeah. I just say that to say. And on some Goggins, I could not respectfully shout out to my soldiers. But you see how they killed Roger Fortune. I wasn't. All my family in the military told me don't do it because you'll still be a nigger. You know what I mean? Just with a uniform. And see how they killed that brother in Florida. Rest in peace to him. I couldn't like serve just bullshit. Have a boss. In the American killing people machine that would just have me probably killing other people of color for what? Like, so I'm just saying, like, I love ET, I love y'all Goggins, and y'all went y'all way to give me, you know, opportunity to inspire the world. And I'm the new most inspirational person in the history of humanity right now, most inspirational person in the culture for sure. And when I had to do the math, I'm like, man, who the biggest, most inspirational people in the world? The culture they know like the LeBrons and all of them. But if you think about it, right, like like the Dissing Me and these niggas, like, it's like I didn't come up. I feel like it's way easier in America to come up and get wealth if you're a black man that can like shoot or like just rap, right? And I can't just shoot, right? I can definitely like rap at an all world level, you know what I mean? Been recognized with the greats, you know, at the same level though. You know, how I really come up is of intellectualism, and I don't transform the image of being a brother, you know what I mean, an intellectual, right? Because that didn't exist. Like intellectualism and masculinity, they aren't really codified. When you see like the pillars of intellectualism, it's not really meaning intelligence. It's kind of bifurcated from the pillars of like when you see like an alpha male that's all in his masculine, you don't necessarily codify that, especially for black indigenous people with intelligence. You know, like they gave us the Arcos or whatever, but they didn't give us the Big Prezzies, and they killed our Malcolms, you know what I mean? So Big Prezzy is a transformation of all that, talking about proficiency within the capitalist infrastructure and ecosystem, and building a global brand, and being 10 toes down, knowing you the realest nigga on a planet, bro. Knowing you one of the realest human beings walking the face of the earth. And when I say real, I mean authentic, didn't cower, bro. I defined my code, and I ain't gonna say I did things perfectly, you know what I mean? Because it's been a messy, sloppy road, but I'm transforming humanity, giving opportunity and advancement and passion for the poorest, most marginalized people around the world, from Asia, Europe, Africa, Philippines, America, to live their dreams and live life on their own terms. And how many of y'all can say that? I rest my case, Big Prezzy, 5 a.m. in Dubai.